Hi, I'm Spades or Shinog Designs. Today I'll be showing you how to make yourself a little plush toy so you can have like a little friend. I first draw out the pattern pieces and cut them out. You can use any sort of a thin card or paper as you're going to be pinning into them. I personally found fast food bags are really good for this due to the material. It's also recycling, so I'm gonna preference this by saying I'm eyeballing a lot of this. Part of the design is the imperfections. The imperfections is what makes it unique, special to you. A lot of my work centers on this idea of identity and the visual way to kind of show it through the rawness with the human error and the visible seams. Next, you want to pin down the paper pieces to the fabric and cut them out. You'll need to do this 2 times with each piece to get a back and a front piece, but I just fold my fabric and pin it down and cut it out, though it can damage the pins a bit. Next, you'll sew the pieces together. I will leave it like a little gap by the neck so you can flip it inside out to have more of a cleaner seam. We repeat the same thing for the arms, head and any additional limbs. As you watch me sew, I'm just gonna yap for a second as this does take a while. As a child, I love like stuffed animals and my parents tried to get me to grow out of it and get rid of them. But now as an adult, I have my bed covered in them and I learned how to sew them. For me, it was a form of comfort and escapism through nostalgia and just the purity. It may also just be because I'm a little petty, I'm not gonna lie. But it's chill. My favourite one that I currently owned is a fox named Snaggle, like a snaggletooth, because it was gifted from like a friend who also gave me literal teeth with it. I will not elaborate. You then want to stuff the body. I personally use fabric scraps for it, just to reuse a little and not to be so wasteful. The best way to describe it using fabric scraps, it gives it a bit of weight, and this weight almost makes it feel like you're holding a child. That's what I've been told, at least. So it's perfect for throw it. I'm kidding. Get it, kitten? I'm sorry, let's continue. Once you are happy with how it's stuffed and you want to attach all the pieces together, I personally use embroidery thread for this, as it gives it more of like a Coraline Identity V type of seams, almost like exaggerating it, while giving it a bit of sturdiness it needs with like the weight. I personally find this part satisfying as you can kind of see it all coming together now. I also use this part to add in the buttons and nose with the embroidery thread. Buttons. You're not sewing buttons in my eyes. Oh, but we need a yes for you to stay. Unrelated note, I love the Coraline soundtrack. The end credit song is my personal favourite track. Let me know what y'all's are in the comments below. Unrelated note, I'm still trying to figure out my content, as I feel like the gaming stuff moved over to Craybo, which has been really fun to do with my friends. And then I've been doing ASMR stuff on a separate channel. So I'm just gonna be like experimenting a bit with my content, trying to just see if I can meet like a bridge point between my own interests and what y'all want to see, pretty much. And once you've sewn them all together, you're done. You can add any additional things like clothing, ribbon, or you can make it a whole collection with genitalia.
Deadass.
I hope this was something you're able to follow or just enjoyed. If you did, my name is Spades, and if you didn't, it's livethemonster_101. Thank you for watching.